Hello YouTube, today we're going to talk about an everyday carry kit, and this is my most current variation. I've chosen to pair the kit with this Cold Steel SRK5 and SK5 steel, along with a ferro rod, and I also have a Swiss Army knife. I believe it's the Woodsman Swiss Army knife that I carry in here. It makes for a very good kit. You can use the saw on the Swiss Army knife to strike the ferro rod. It works very effectively. As you can see here, I've got a knife pouch and it's secured in place by Ranger bands. Again, this is the Cold Steel SRK knife, and it's the SK5 steel, which runs all the way through the handle, so it's a full tang knife. These items here accompany the water bottle bag made by Condor. The top of the bag happens to be the right diameter to hold the larger of the two sizes of fuel cans you can get for your butane stoves. As you can see here, again, this is the larger of the two, and it fits on top of the Stanley cook set. You can see here in the bag I've got the Stanley stainless steel cook set down inside the bag, and it does come out kind of snugly. The nice thing about these kits, they've been around for a long time. I wasn't the original one for the idea of the Stanley kit to be put inside. However, I think I may be the first one to discover that the large fuel canisters fit in the top portion of the bag. As you can see here, you just flip the handle down and that gives you access to the lid. It does have a strainer in it, which is nice if you're cooking noodles or something. Here's the other piece of my life straw, and that's good for like 100 gallons. It's one of the old school life straws. I've probably had this for about 10 years, but I keep that in there. And then also down inside I've got the cook stove. This is one that you can find on Amazon. They're about $15. And again, it'll work with the large canisters or the smaller canisters of fuel. And by the way, the small canisters will fit down in the bottom of the Stanley pot real nicely, upside down. That is an option you can use. Here I've got the large fuel can instead at the top of the kit. Here I've got a gallon-sized Ziploc bag with salt and pepper inside, as well as a package of Kleenex. Keep in mind that you can compile these EDC kits however you would like and put whatever items you would like inside of them. I have a secondary pot. This one's an Ozark Trail that I got at Walmart. And with the two pots, it gives you a very good cook system. You can boil water or boil food in one and then eat out of the other or drink out of the other one. I have a secondary fire still attached to the outside of the bag. 2 is 1 and 1 is none, keeping up with that concept. I also keep pyro putty inside the bag, and I keep it in a Ziploc bag just in case it opens and leaks. But you definitely want to have some kind of fire tinder or fire starter, especially if your hands are injured or cold, something that makes starting a fire easier. My daughter bought me this K-Bar tactical spork. You can find these on Amazon, and I started carrying this. It's pretty neat. It's got the fork, spoon, and then inside it's got a knife, and it's pretty much like a steak knife. It's pretty sharp and it's got serrations. I wanted some form of cover, such as a tarp or a tent, and that's just too big for this kit. So I have this emergency bivvy sleeping bag, and it's made in China, but you can find these relatively inexpensively, about $18 on Amazon for a 2-pack. I'm not going to pull the bag fully out, just so you can see it. This one's green, and it's made out of the same material that a space blanket would be made out of. Pretty thick mylar. It's pretty impressive how much you can fit in this water bottle bag. You can see all these contents were either in it or on it. In this top space here, I will be adding food such as lentils and a package of oatmeal. In addition to what you see here, I will be adding a lighter as well as making a paracord strap for the water bottle holder. Please like, share, and subscribe.